Hello students, this is Prabhat Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department Electronics and Communication, Oriental Institute of Science and Technology, Bhopal. Today, my lecture topic is Pulse Width Modulation and Pulse Position Modulation, PWM and PPM. These topics comes under the subject Digital Communication. The analog modulation techniques. In digital communication, the analog modulation techniques are in which the message signal is analog and the carrier signal is digital or pulse type. So, the characteristics of pulse signal varies in accordance with the instantaneous value of analog signal. So, these are categorized into three categories. First, pulse amplitude modulation known as PAM. Second, PDM or PWM, that is pulse duration modulation and pulse width modulation. Third is pulse position modulation, also known as PPM. So start with PDM or pulse width modulation. In pulse width modulation or pulse duration modulation, also known as pulse time modulation. In this type of modulation, the duration or width of time of a carrier pulse varies in accordance with the instantaneous value of the analog message signal. The width of the pulse varies in this method, but the amplitude and the position of the pulse remains constant. Amplitude remitters are used to make the amplitude of the signal constant. According to the modulation definition, as we know, the one characteristics of carrier varies in accordance with the message. So in PAM, the amplitude varies, but in the PWM, the width varies in accordance with the message signal. Next is PPM, pulse position modulation. In the pulse position modulation scheme, the amplitude and the width of the pulse are constant, while the position of the each pulse varies with reference to the instantaneous value of the message signal. The transmitter has to send synchronizing pulses to keep the transmitter and receiver in synchronize. These synchronized pulses have maintained the position of the pulses. In this, the position varies, whereas the width and the amplitude remains constant. This is the diagram of PAM, PWM and PPM. So MT is the message analog signal. First A is the carrier signal, that is pulse signal. B is the PWM signal, the width is varying, and last one is the PPM. The position of the pulse varies. Message signal, carrier signal, PWM and PPM. PWM and PPM are generated with the help of PAM also. So in this diagram we can see the first is the analog voltage signal, that is message signal. Second is PAM signal. Third is PWM and last is PPM. First is PAM signal. PAM, the amplitude is varying. PAM की हेल्प से हम PWM भी जनरेट कर सकते हैं और उसके हेल्प से आप PPM भी जनरेट कर सकते हो. PWM modulator circuit. In this modulator circuit simply have a high gain comparator which is switched on and switched off by a sawtooth waveform derived by a very stable frequency oscillator. In this, the output will go to plus VCC and the instant the analog signal exceeds the sawtooth voltage. The output will go to minus VCC the instant the analog signal is less than the sawtooth voltage, which is the circuit. The average value of both input should be nearly the same. This is easily achieved with equal value resistors to ground. Also, plus V and minus V values should not exceed VCC. In the PWM, we use a comparator. This is the diagram of PWM modulator. This is the comparator. The positive terminal, we are applying a sawtooth analog signal, and from the negative terminal, we are applying a sawtooth signal. We are comparing the analog signal and the sawtooth signal. Where the amplitude of the sawtooth signal is above the analog signal, pulse width remains constant. In opposite, when the sawtooth wave's voltage is below the analog signal, pulse width is 0. So we can achieve the PWM output by comparing the analog signal and the short-tooth signal. A 710 type IC comparator is using. One example is popular 555 timer IC. These points out the similarity of PWM to continuous analog FM. PWM has advantages of FM, constant amplitude and good noise immunity. In PWM, the amplitude is constant, that means good noise immunity, and also its advantage is the amplitude is constant, so the noise is less. One disadvantage also in PWM, that is large bandwidth. It is same as the FM. In the FM also we saw that the disadvantage is large bandwidth, but the advantage is good noise immunity. So this is a diagram of PWM modulator. Next is PPM. PPM modulation, pulse position modulation. Since the width of each pulse in the PWM signal is directly proportional to the amplitude of the modulating voltage, so the signal can be differentiated. Then the positive pulses are used to start a ramp and the negative clock pulses stop and reset the ramp. This produces frequency to amplitude conversion or equivalent pulse width to amplitude conversion. The variable amplitude range pulses are then time averaged to recover the analog signal. This is a diagram of pulse position modulation. In this, we are again using two comparator. In first, the positive terminal apply analog input. From the negative terminal, we are applying clock sawtooth voltage, and we are getting PWM. By using second comparator or capacitor or R, we are getting PWM A, PWM B, and PWM C. From the output of PWM, we are using a multi-vibrator and we are getting PPM. सिंपल हम लोग PWM जनरेट करेंगे और वन शॉट मल्टी वाइब्रेटर का यूज करके आप PPM अचीव कर सकते हो. दैट मीन्स PPM modulator is the enhancement of PWM modulator. The waveform also you can see the conversion of PPM through the PWM. Now the demodulation. A narrow clock pulses sets an RS flip-flop output high and next PPM pulses reset the output to 0. The resulting signal PWM has an average voltage proportional to the time difference between the PPM pulses and the reference clock pulses. PPM has the same disadvantage to continuous analog phase modulation. A coherent clock reference is necessary for demodulation and the reference pulses can be transmitted along with the PPM signal. In the demodulator circuits, we are using a rectifier. This is achieved by a full wave rectifying the PPM pulses, which has the effect of reversing the polarity of negative pulses. Then, and flip-flop, is JK or D, can be used to accomplish the same function to the RS flip-flop. The penalty is more pulses per second will require greater bandwidth, and the pulse width limit the pulse deviation for a given pulse period. This is the diagram of PWM and PPM modulator. We are applying PPM signal to the RS flip-flop and getting PWM signal. Now this PPM signal goes through the integrated signal in simple RC and we are getting our original signal. We can get original signal from the PPM and the PWM. This is known as demodulation. Demodulation is the process of converting our original signal from the modulated signal. We are getting our original signal from the combination of modulating signal by rejecting the carrier signal. The comparison of PAM, PWM and the PPM. In the PAM, amplitude is varies. In the PWM, width varied. In the PPM, position varies. In terms of bandwidth, PAM bandwidth depends on the width of the pulses and the PWM bandwidth depends on the rise time of the pulse set. And the PPM bandwidth depends on also the rise time of the pulses. In the PAM, system complexity is high. In the PWM, complexity is low. In the PPM, complexity is also low. In terms of noise, in the PAM, noise interference is high. Why it is high? Because the amplitude is varying and we all know when the amplitude varies, the noise immunity is higher. In the PWM, noise interference is low. In the ppm also noise interference is low because in PWM and ppm amplitude is constant. PAM is very much similar to amplitude modulation. PWM is very much similar to frequency modulation, and the PWM very much similar to phase modulation. In this lecture, we studied about the PWM and PPM, pulse width modulation and PPM, and the transmitter of PWM modulation, PPM modulation, and the demodulation of PPM and PWM both. Thank you for this video. For more details and your doubts, you can contact me at my number. You can also write me mail on this.